Like a beacon on a hilltop, Glenpool breezes furled the black and gold. Hello and welcome back to District Plays. The McAlester Buffaloes are getting ready to do battle with the Glenpool Warriors in an attempt to stay unbeaten in District Play. McAlester has now won 4 games in a row. They've won 6 out of their last 7, and they're looking to keep it rolling here on the road. As we have another busy week in store, we have a road game today, which ends an 11-game road stretch. McAllister's not had a home game in 3 weeks to tomorrow, which when McAlester welcomes Glenpool, that will end. But right now, they're looking to just get game 1 here of this district series. Hello and welcome to Glenpool, Oklahoma, the site of today's district matchup between the Glenpool Warriors and your McAlester Buffaloes. I'm your voice of the Buffaloes, Brandon Green, coming to you live on KNED, 1150 AM, 98.3 FM, the KNED app, as well as online at McAllisterRadio.com on the KNED tab. Also video streaming on the McAlester Radio YouTube channel. So the weather will be a little bit of a factor today. There is a wind advisory today until 9 p.m. in Glenpool, with wind gusts getting up around 28 miles per hour, which is about how high we had it in Broken Bow on Friday, except this time it is blowing out towards right field. Also, steady winds at 19 miles an hour. It won't drop below 26 mile per hour gusts today, and steady winds at 14 miles per hour here in Glenpool. So, looking at the McAlester Buffaloes, again, riding a 4-game winning streak, and they have been excellent in this 4-game winning streak. So when you look at their 7-game losing streak that they had, it all came down to pitching. Their hitting has been consistent, especially against good teams as well, but their pitching is what led to McAlester losing some of those games. In their 7-game losing streak, they had 67 free passes given up. That is including walks and hit by pitches. That was 67 free passes in a 7-game losing streak, which comes out to 9.6 free passes per game. In their 7 games since they had their first win, so winning 6 out of their last 7, they've only given up 16 free passes. That is 2.3 free passes per game. Again, that's 48 total, 2.3 per game. That is way lower than what we, 16, not 48, 16 total and 2.3 per game. That is so much lower than what you had during that losing streak. So the game plan for McAlester has been continuing to do what you're doing offensively, and when you're on the mound, make sure you let your defense work and just do your job. So let's see if the Buffaloes can continue to do that today with Denver Durant on the mound, because Denver was the pitcher for McAlester when they broke that 7-game losing streak over in the Valley of the Sun on a Tuesday. Here on this Monday, the Buffaloes are getting ready to do battle with the Glenpool Warriors. So far in district play, McAlester has beaten Shawnee 17-7 and 10-0. Tulsa Memorial 23-0 and 12-0, and now they go into district game number 5 against the Glenpool Warriors, who are looking, according to OSSAArankings.com, for their first win under head coach Joshua Allman. It's his first head coaching job, but he's been a coach with the Coweta Tigers for a little while as an assistant coach. He was an assistant coach of the year nominee back in 2023, took over for Dylan Thurber, who was there for 2 years with Glenpool and a 25-43 overall record. So the Warriors are 0-13, but don't let that fool you at all, because I think the Glenpool Warriors might be one of the best winless teams in the state of Oklahoma. They're 0-6 in district play, but they have played some really good teams very close. They lost to Bishop Kelly 6-4, which Bishop Kelly beat Carl Albert by 2 runs as well earlier this year. And also they lost to Durant after losing 10-0, lost to the Lions just 2-1. So they've also found their offense a little bit here as of late. They were outscored 99-4 in their first 9 games, but since then, in their last 4 games, they have had 14 more runs in 4 games than what they had in their first 9. They're being outscored 41-18 in their last 4, coming off a 15-19 record last year where they lost to Wagner 7-5, but they beat Broken Bow out of the season, winning 10-0 over Grayton Howell and the Broken Bow Savages. So far this year in district play, they have lost to Coweta 14-2 and 12-0. 10-0 to Durant and 2-1 to the Lions as well. And then they scored 8 total runs against Bishop Kelly, but lost 6-4 and 14-4. The Warriors put up more runs against the Comets than the Carl Albert Titans did in the Collinsville Festival. Also, their last win came on May the 3rd, 2025 against Broken Bow in that regional tournament. Let's look at the 5A4 district standings coming into the final week, final 2 days of the month of March. The Durant Lions right now are at first at 6-0 plus 35. McAlester at second at 4-0 plus 40. Bishop Kelly at third at 4-0 plus 32. Coweta at fourth at 4-0 plus 23. The whole top half of 5A4 is undefeated. The whole bottom half of 5A4 is looking for their first win. Shawnee is at 5th right now at 0-6 minus 27. Glenpool at 0-6 minus 43. Memorial 0-6 minus 60. Both teams have completed their in and outs. We're going to be looking at your starting lineups here in just a bit. You're listening to McAlester Baseball on KNED.
Lee Auto Sales. We buy, sell, and trade. Super prices, easy terms, and fast approval. Choose the dealer who cares. Choose Lee Auto Sales. We finance and we have the largest used car inventory in McAlester.
Dude, where's my car? Where's your car, dude?
Come by 2431 North George Nye Expressway in McAlester and let us show you why we have been voted the #1 choice for the best pre-owned car lot. Lee Auto Sales. We sell quality, not quantity. Let us help you. Call 918-423-7887. Visit us online at leautosalesok.com. So go see Chan the man. Who can? Chan can.
Tax season's here, but high energy bills can swoop in and steal your refund before you can even enjoy it. When your system's outdated, those high bills just keep adding up. That's when you know it's time for a change. Save up to $2,400 on a new system, $1,000 off new system installations, plus up to $1,400 off qualifying PSO equipment. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. We update our listings daily. If it's on the market, you'll find it at first-realty.net. If you have any questions, call us at 918-423-3122.
Mill Creek Carpet and Tile is ready to help you elevate the aesthetics of your home. We have a huge selection to accentuate every surface. Whether it's new floors, countertops, or the custom backsplash you were dreaming of, Mill Creek has you covered. Check out our signature value, Karastan and Shaw Flooring. We offer 0% financing with approved credit. Shop local and get it done right. Our staff is ready to help you turn your vision into reality. Mill Creek Carpet and Tile, 1316 East Carl Albert Parkway, McAlester. Are you squinting to read signs while driving? Having trouble seeing clearly at night? It's time to focus on your vision behind the wheel with Kennedy Eye Care. Issues like nearsightedness, astigmatism, glare sensitivity, or poor night vision can hinder your ability to read signs, judge distance, and react quickly. Let us take care of your changing vision so you can focus on the road ahead. Schedule your eye exam today by giving us a call at 918-429-1400. Kennedy Eye Care, where your vision is our focus. Go Buffs! Have a great season.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
When you need propane, there's only one place to go. W.E. Alford Propane. Both residential and commercial, W.E. Alford Propane has served eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in Eufaula, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, Muskogee, Tallahena, Antlers, and Stigler. With the cold weather, you'll want to be sure and fill up your tank today. Call 918-423-3121. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for more than 70 years.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Glenpool, Oklahoma. We're about to begin our game here, and we have our starting lineups first as the McAlester Buffaloes at 9-8. doing battle with the Glenpool Warriors at 0-13, looking for their first district win, as the McAlester Buffaloes are wearing their road black-on-black jerseys with the gold numerals on the front and back. As for the Glenpool Warriors, looks like their home purple jerseys with the white pants as well, and the white Glenpool across the front. Let's look at your starting nine for the Glenpool Warriors first, led by head coach Joshua Allman. Again, your starting lineups are brought to you by Consignment Exchange. Visit Consignment Exchange for gently used furniture and new mattresses at great prices. So the Warriors 1-9 looks like this. Leading it off, the center fielder, number 12, Brady Terrones. Terrones at center field. Batting second, the shortstop, number 9, Rayden Holland. Holland at short. Batting third, the catcher, number 3, Peyton Surratt. Surratt behind the plate. Batting cleanup, the second baseman, number 24, Sutton Wood. Wood at second. Batting fifth, playing left field, number 17, Mong Dahl. Dahl in left field. Batting sixth, playing first base, number 8, Ian Gibson. Gibson at first. Batting seventh, playing right field, number 7, Cage Blicken. Blicken in right field. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 6, Logan Reed. Reed, the DH for the pitcher, number 1, Pete Hackler. Hackler on the bump. And rounding out the starting nine for the Warriors, the third baseman, number 2, Gabe Wesley. Wesley at the hot corner. Now for the McAlester Buffaloes, 9-8, 4-0 in district play, led by head coach Justin Mullins. 1-9 looks like this. Leading it off will be the catcher, number 2, Jackson McKinney. McKinney behind the plate. Batting second, the shortstop, number 1, Grant Mullins. Mullins at short. Batting third, the pitcher today, number 21, Denver Durant. Durant on the bump. Batting cleanup, the designated hitter, number 5, Blade Smith. Smith, the DH for the right fielder, number 8, Wilson Alford. Alford in right. Batting fifth, playing first base, number 14, Cole Labus. Labus at first base. Batting sixth, playing third base, number 7, Brody Parker. Parker at the hot corner. Batting seventh, playing second base, number 4, Gavin Brumley. Brumley at second. Batting eighth, playing left field, number 6, Blake Judkins. Judkins in left. And rounding out the starting nine for the black and gold, the center fielder, number 10, John Andrew Marchant. Marchant playing straightaway center. We're about to have our national anthem here in just a moment, but we will take a break first, and we'll come back with that in just a moment. You're listening to McAlester Baseball on KNED.
Smart, skip the gimmicks. You don't need the luck of the Irish at Fit Nissan because we do business the right way.
Every vehicle is clearly priced online with no surprises and no games.
Just honest pricing, a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, low interest rates, and exceptional customer service.
Come see us at Fenton Nissan where your pot of gold is waiting.
Don't forget to tell them Morgan sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at FentonNissan.com.
Wallace Properties is a proud sponsor of McAlester Baseball. We consistently invest in McAlester and have for over 40 years. From retail growth to new development, Wallace Properties is excited to help bring academy sports and outdoors to our community. Strong communities and strong teams are built with vision. Wallace Properties, building what's next for McAlester.
S&S Outdoor Services serves McAlester and the surrounding areas. We do leaf cleanup, lawn care, construction, and French drains. We provide tree trimming and removal, landscaping, land clearing, and dirt work services throughout Southeast Oklahoma. We also sell firewood. S&S Outdoor Services in McAlester is a family-owned and operated business with 10 years experience. We are insured, licensed, and bonded. Call 405-760-4194. McAlester, listen up. Patriot Dodge in McAlester is under new management. If your vehicle hasn't been serviced here in over a year or you've never been here, your next oil change is free. That's right, free. Gas, diesel, any vehicle. No catch-22. No fine print games. This is real customer appreciation. At Patriot Dodge, we live by this. We can replace cars. We can replace money, but we can't replace people, and you matter to us. New management, new energy, free oil change. Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in McAlester.
Welcome back to Glenpool, and now for the playing of our national anthem as we're getting ready for first pitch today.
Amen.
right, we are about ready to go here in Glenpool. Let's look around the diamond as the Warriors have taken the field. Again, it is Gibson at first, Wood at second, Holland at short, Wesley at third, in the outfield, Dahl in left, Taranas in center, Blicken in right, and the battery for Glenpool today is Surratt behind the plate and Hackler on the bump. So once again, the Glenpool Warriors in search of their first win of the season, but they have had some close calls. They lost to Bishop Kelly, who I consider is one of the top teams in the state and should be not a shoo-in, but a pretty good bet if you're wanting to make a guess on who could make their way into the postseason state tournament. Bishop Kelly could be one of those teams. They just lost 6-4 to Bishop Kelly and also lost to Durant 2-1, who just went to the state tournament last year and bringing back a lot of the same players after beating Collinsville out of their own regional. So we're about to have our first pitch. First pitch is brought to you by Big V Feed Center. See Big V Feed Center in McAlester, Hadco Farm and Ranch in Kiowa, Shakota Wholesale Feed Company in Shakota, and Apex Feed in Wilburton for all of your spring feeding program needs. So we're about to have that first pitch. Looking around the district, Durant has this week off when it comes to district play. Bishop Kelly is playing Shawnee. Now, ever since McAlester run-ruled Shawnee twice, Shawnee has been putting up a heck of a fight. Again, they only lost to Durant in 2 games by a total of, I believe, 2 or 3 runs in 2 games. And then they also gave Coweta a run for their money as well. So Shawnee, I would not be surprised if they also give Bishop Kelly a run for their money in at least 1 of the 2 games. And then as for Coweta, they play Tulsa Memorial this week to try and get a couple of more wins in the win column before McAlester plays them later on this month. So for McAlster's district schedule, it will go Glenpool this week, Bishop Kelly the next week. I believe it's Durant the week after that, and then they wrap it up with Coweta. Again, only 7 teams in 5A4 is East Central is listed on the OSSAA rankings website, but they do not have a baseball team. So Jackson McKinney will work his way around the backside here of home plate. All-natural field here at Glenpool High School's baseball field. Grass and dirt here as McKinney will dig his way into the box against Hackler. Righty v. righty matchup. McKinney is ready. Hackler is ready. Here's the windup, and the first pitch of the ball game is driven over towards right field. Going back is Blicken. Blicken will watch it go over his head. It'll be extra bases for McKinney early. As he rounds second, it'll stay put there. On the first pitch McKinney sees, he blasts it in right center field for a leadoff double. 6:03, by the way, 6:03 first pitch time.
Now batting, number 1, Grant Mullins.
And that will bring up Grant Mullins. Doesn't have it very often, but had an 0-for-4 day against Broken Bow on Friday. He grounded out to short, flew out to right, grounded out to second, and then also struck out looking. He has a runner in scoring position here early in the form of Jackson McKinney with nobody out in the top of the first inning. Buffaloes looking to strike first. First pitch from Hackler misses wide out, and Surratt reaches over to grab it for ball 1. Mullins on the season, .449 batting average. That is the highest on the team of guys that have at least 20 at-bats. .540 on-base percentage, 13 RBI, and a .412 batting average with runners in scoring position. 1-0 is dribbled up the middle, fielded by the shortstop Holland, throws to first base. It has to be scooped up. It won't be. Here comes McKinney rounding third. He will score. And the Buffaloes lead early 1-0 in the top of the first inning. Well fielded by Holland, but threw it low for Gibson, who couldn't dig it out. And the Buffaloes with an early 1-0 lead.
Now batting, number 21, Denver Durant.
That brings up Denver Durant, the team leader in home runs, just with 2. He's batting .373 on the season, .484 on base percentage, but brings plenty of pop. The outfield will shift over to the right, and with the wind blowing out, this is really a good opportunity for Denver Durant up at the plate as well. So there's a pickoff to first as Mullins slides in safely. Durant is also batting .333 with runners in scoring should Mullins get into scoring position. Again, 12 RBI for Durant. First pitch misses outside to the lefty for ball 1. And for those just joining us, early 1-0 lead for the McAlester Buffaloes in search of their 5th consecutive win. They put that 7-game losing streak that they had against some of the top talent in the state to bed. Next pitch, low and outside. Great dig by the catcher Surratt. That looked like that was primed to go to the backstop, and we have a deep backstop here in Glenpool. So anything that gets behind the catcher, that immediately means 90 more feet for the base runners today. Count 2-0. Hackler comes to a pause, Looks at first base where Mullins resides in the pitch. Grounded to the right side, deep into the hole, and it will squeak into right field. And moving station to station will be Mullins over to second base. And it'll be a base hit for Denver Durant, as he was able to get it about 5 feet to the right of Wood at second base. And the Buffaloes have runners at first and second. And nobody out for Blade Smith.
Now batting, number 5, Blade Smith.
So Smith is batting .296 on the season. .406 on base percentage. Came off a 1-for-4 day with that one hit being a bunt single. Bunting situation here for the Buffs, but they tell Smith to swing away as he has to duck for cover on a fastball that ran high and tight. Ball 1. Smith with runners and scoring in limited action, .273 batting average. He has 5 RBI, 2 extra base hits, 1 triple, 1 double. Next pitch, breaking ball that missed high. And the count now to 2-0. Outfield average depth, average positioning here. Of course, third baseman Wesley playing even at the third base bag. Playing in at first base is Gibson, possibly expecting a bunt. Awaiting the 2-0 pitch is Smith, and here it is. He swings at a letter high fastball, swings through it for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. McAlester looking to continue what has been a solid year hitting the ball, a team batting average of 333, which is nearly 20 points higher than their best year of the last decade. As here's the next pitch, curveball that misses high. And now hitters count for Smith at 3 balls, 1 strike. Their best year was their state tournament year in 2022. That was a .315 batting average, and McAlester was already facing a lot of tough competition pitching-wise, already at .333 on the year. Smith waiting the 3-1 pitch, and here it is. And he swings hard again, but again coming up empty to move the count to full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. As for batting average with runners and scoring as a team, McAlester batting .389, which is way higher than that 2022 team so far, who was at .331. Count is full for Blade Smith. And the payoff pitch. Outside, he'll take his base. First walk issued today by Pete Hackler, and the Buffaloes have the bases loaded with nobody out in the top of the first inning with a 1-0 lead.
Now batting, number 14, Cole Lavis.
This bases loaded alert is brought to you by Outlaw Towing and Recovery. When you need to tow, call Outlaw Towing and Recovery. They specialize in vehicle recovery. Call 918-426-IN-TOW. First pitch to Cole Lavis. He likes it. Grounds the right side. Chance for a double play. Bobbled a bit. Bobbled again. Picks it back up. Throws to first. The out is made. The throw to home plate is not in time as Denver Durant was sprinting from second base as soon as the ball was hit on the ground to the 4th spot. And McAlester scores 2 runs on a ground out. It's a 3-0 McAlester lead.
Now batting, number 7, Brody Parker.
So 4-3 RBI ground out, and then the second run comes in on the throw. Runner at second base now is Smith for Brody Parker. First pitch from Parker. Misses high for ball 1. So the Warriors have recorded their first out here. Buffaloes do lead at 3-0. Parker batting .388 for the McAlester Buffaloes. That's second best on the team, with guys with at least 25 at-bats. Next pitch, runs high and tight, and the count 2-0. Parker batting .500 with runners in scoring position. That is 10 out of his 19 hits. Also 11 RBI and 1 home run, which was a grand slam in Denison. Next pitch, 2-0 misses high as well, eye level, and the count moves to 3-0 in favor of Brody Parker. Gavin Brumley on deck, looking to keep up a hot last 7 games or so. 3-0 pitch. It'll be spiked in a great stop. Now runner takes off for third. Blade Smith could have been tagged out. And now the ball sails into the outfield. Here's the throw from left field. It's on target, but the slide is in time. Now the throw to second base. Standing in there safely looks to be Brody Parker. Man, Blade Smith got bailed out because he thought there was a runner behind him at first base. He was going in standing at third base. If the throw was on line, that's going to be an out at third base, but instead it goes sailing into the outfield, and it leads to a run score for the Buffaloes.
Now batting, number 4, Gavin Brumley.
So it's a walk and then an E2, which will lead to McAlester leading 4-0 for Gavin Brumley with a runner in scoring position. First pitch high and inside, ball 1. Also, you can tell Buffalo's being aggressive on the base path so far. As soon as someone makes a throw, they're wanting to take that extra 90 feet. 1-0 pitch runs in, nearly hits Brumley, and the count is now 2-0. Brumley has been hit by a pitch once this year. He's drawn 7 walks for a .392 on base percentage. He's batting .279. 2-0 pitch. He wants to swing at, but swings empty. Strike one. Has 9 RBI, and 8 out of his 12 hits on the season comes with runners in scoring position, where he's batting .381. Ahead in the count 2-1. Hackler delivers. That pitch is high. And the count is now 3 balls and 1 strike. And right now, Hackler just missing above the letters when he is missing. He's only missed low, I believe, once. Parker at second base with the Buffaloes already nursing a 4-0 advantage. Still 1 down. Next pitch, inside, ball 4. So Brumley will take his base. And runners at first and second with 1 down.
Now batting, number 6, Blake Judkins.
So Blake Judkins back into the lineup after taking the day off last Friday. Again, just was not in the starting lineup for McAlester, but in the games that he has been, batting .308 with a .396 on base percentage. He flies this one over towards the softball field, which is adjacent here to the baseball field at the sports complex in Glenpool for strike one. Judkins is batting .368 with runners in scoring position. And one of the highest members of the team with runs batted in at 12. Next pitch, runs high again, ball 1. Judkins playing left field here today. Let us know where you're listening from or watching from on Twitter at Buff Sports Radio. Again, that is Twitter at Buff Sports Radio. As here's the next pitch. And it's a ground ball right back from where it came from, and it gets into the outfield. Rounding third will be Parker. Here's the throw from center field. He'll hit the cutoff man. It's an RBI single for Blake Judkins as McAlester picking up right where they left off on Friday with that 8-run top of the 6th inning against Broken Bow. They put up a 5 spot here so far in the first with only 1 down.
Now batting, number 10, John Merchant.
That brings up the center fielder, number 10, John Andrew Marchant, a.k.a. Jam, as he's looking to jam one into the outfield with runners at first and second and 1 down. First pitch to the lefty. It's a high hopper left side. Got to be quick. Fielding it, throwing to second, and it gets past the second baseman Wood. Coming home to score will be Gavin Brumley, and that'll be an E4 that allowed John Andrew Marchant to reach safely. I think he was going to reach safely anyway on a high hop that hit the lip of the infield grass around the home plate area. And the throw just went right past the second baseman Wood, so we'll have an early mound visit here as the Buffaloes lead at 6-0 in the top of the first inning. You're listening to McAlester Baseball on KNED.
Aquaholic Septic and Excavation, your #1 choice in septic and excavation needs. We offer septic install, aerobics, lagoons, water and sewer installation, and leak repairs, trenches, irrigation lines, or dirt work of any kind. Aquaholic Septic and Excavation is family owned and operated. Call us today at 918-210-7115 or look us up on Facebook for a free quote. Aquaholic Septic and Excavation, great work at an honest price.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready C-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carves hard, land soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear. Never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
So the Buffaloes have now batted around. They have recorded 3 hits. There have been 3 walks and 3 errors so far. Warriors have put the Buffaloes at first and second base right here for Jackson McKinney, who had things started off with a double that banged off at the right field wall on a hop. First pitch, and he goes to the right side again, hitting almost right to the right fielder, blinking, and it goes off of his glove and all the way to the warning track. Coming home now will be, that looks to be Blake Judkins. He will score. And going first to third is John Andrew Marchant. That'll be on an E9.
Now batting, number 1, Grant Mullins.
So the Buffaloes lead at 7-0 in the top of the first inning for Grant Mullins. He reached on an E6. First pitch as McKinney takes off will be low outside. The throw back to third base gets into the outfield, and once again scoring on another Glenpool error will be the Buffaloes. This time Marchant strolls home, and the Buffaloes are up 8-0 on the Glenpool Warriors. They tried to backpick Marchant there, and already taking off for second base was McKinney. He'll get to third easy. So it's 8-0 McAlester, still one down in the top of the first. Next pitch to Mullins. Will bounce in. Again, Surt's done a great job of being a wall back there for Glenpool. Keeps that one in front on a short hop. Count now at 2-0, I believe. And the pitch is a chopper that will go into the, near the Glenpool dugout. Again, Glenpool on the third base side today. McAlester on the first base side. We've seen that change depending on where you're at. McAlester was the visiting team in the third base dugout at Hugo on Thursday before being in the first base side over in Broken Bow on Friday. 2-1 pitch. Curveball that misses high, and that'll be ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. To Mullins. Kinney at third base. Denver Durant on deck, and the pitch. Be popped up. Playable possibly for the first baseman Gibson, and now we'll watch that land on top of the McAlester dugout. Looked like at one point it might have stayed up in the air long enough in foul territory for Gibson to have a chance at it, but we'll do it at a full count here for Mullins. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Hackler delivers. Runs high and inside, and that'll be ball 4. So Mullins works the walk and brings up Denver Durant, who's 1 for 1 so far today.
Now batting, number 21, Denver Durant.
12th batter of the inning here for McAlester. So in their last 2 innings offensively, McAlester has brought up 26 batters. 14 batters in that 8-run inning that they had against Broken Bow on Friday, that top of the 6th. 31 move, nearly being picked off. Got to get back in there safely is Mullins, but not by much. Nearly got him on the 31 move. Tell Mullins was wanting to take off with that pitch, and now the Glenpool defense should be aware. First pitch to Durant. It will be flied left and out of play. Strike 1. And that game against Broken Bow, for anyone that missed it, McAlester was leading 1-0, then went down 2-1 before tying it up. It was 2-2 for the longest time until that top of the 6th when McAlester broke it open. Next pitch. Low outside, taking off for second will be Mullins. He'll get there without a throw. One strike here on Durant, again batting .333 with runners in scoring. 7 extra base hits on the year. Take that back, 8 extra base hits, 6 doubles, 1 triple, and 2 home runs. I'm still counting it up wrong. 9 extra base hits. Next pitch to Durant, and he drives that down the right field line, but slicing foul. Runners at second and third with 2 strikes on Denver Durant. Top of the first inning, it's an 8-0 McAlester lead. Looking for a bit more here as Durant already has a healthy lead to work behind. Next pitch. Runs low and in on the off speed. It's been a while since McAlester has played Glenpool. I didn't know that it was a few years ago. Here's the next pitch that misses outside for ball 3. Full count here for Durant. The last time that McAlester played Glenpool, it was in McAlester. It was an 8-5 McAlester loss. Glenpool was up 4-0. Then McAlester took a 5-run bottom of the 6th inning before Glenpool scored 4 in the top of the 7th to win 8-5. Next pitch to Durant on 3-2, grounds it to the left side, and it'll be backhanded. Nice backhand by the left-hander, by the shortstop Hall, and he throws over to first base in time for the out, but it's an RBI ground out on the ball that was smoked by Durant. And that's out number 2 for the Glenpool Warrior defense as McAlester brings in another run.
Now batting, number 5, Blade Smith.
So Mullins advances to third base. McAlester leads 9-0. Smith walked in his first plate appearance. The last time that we came here to Glenpool, I saw something I've not seen, and I don't think I'll ever see again. It's the first pitch misses outside for ball 1. In that game, Glenpool beat McAlester 18-4. They recorded 15 hits. They hit 5 home runs in a single game. Next pitch. Miss inside to Smith for ball 2. Not only did they hit 5 home runs in a single game, they hit 5 home runs in 4 innings of offense. I've never seen an offensive showing like that, especially against a top-tier talent arm in Seth Sam, as it's a called strike on the outer half to Smith. 2-1. And the pitch. Smith will swing and miss for strike 2. Smith hasn't been able to make contact so far on Hackler. I don't think he's even fouled one off here from Hackler, but he walked him on a full count pitch earlier, and now the Warriors have a chance to get out of the inning. 2-2 pitch, curveball, got him looking for strike 3. But the McAlester Buffaloes do their damage here in the top of the first inning. They scored 9 runs, as they also brought up 13 batters up to the plate. So the McAlester Buffaloes with an early lead for Denver Durant, who has the best batting average against him on the team this year. Again, 9-0 is the score. You're listening to McAlester Baseball on KNED.
Are you waking up tired or sore every morning?
Oh, my back!
It may be time for a new mattress. Right now, during our mega tax refund sale at Taney Hill Furniture and Mattress, you can buy a king mattress and pay the queen price, or buy a queen mattress and pay the full-size mattress price. Plus, we offer no credit-needed financing and fast delivery. Family owned and operated since 1989. We are here to help you find the right mattress for your body and your budget. Find us on Facebook, Taney Hill Furniture and Mattress, 5 South 5th Street in beautiful
Lee Auto Sales. We buy, sell, and trade. Super prices, easy terms, and fast approval. Choose the dealer who cares. Choose Lee Auto Sales. We finance and we have the largest used car inventory in McAlester.
Dude, where's my car? Where's your car, dude?
Come by 2431 North George Nye Expressway in McAlester and let us show you why we have been voted the #1 choice for the best pre-owned car lot. Lee Auto Sales. We sell quality, not quantity. Let us help you. Call 918-423-7887. Visit us online at leautosalesok.com. So go see Chan the man. Who can? Chan can.
Tax season's here, but high energy bills can swoop in and steal your refund before you can even enjoy it. When your system's outdated, those high bills just keep adding up. That's when you know it's time for a change. Save up to $2,400 on a new system, $1,000 off new system installations, plus up to $1,400 off qualifying PSO equipment. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. We update our listings daily. If it's on the market, you'll find it at first-realty.net. If you have any questions, call us at 918-423-3122.
Mill Creek Carpet and Tile is ready to help you elevate the aesthetics of your home. We have a huge selection to accentuate every surface. Whether it's new floors, countertops, or the custom backsplash you were dreaming of, Mill Creek has you covered. Check out our signature value, Karastan and Shaw Flooring. We offer 0% financing with approved credit. Shop local and get it done right. Our staff is ready to help you turn your vision into reality. Mill Creek Carpet and Tile, 1316 East Carl Albert Parkway, McAlester.
Heading to the bottom of the first inning, the McAlester Buffaloes lead at 9-0 over the Glenpool Warriors. Brady Terranes comes up for the Warriors. Center fielder number 12, left-handed bat in the Warrior lineup. We'll look around the diamond for McAlester in just a bit. But first, we're awaiting the first pitch from Denver Durant in his 3rd start of the season for McAlester. Here's the windup and the pitch. Fastball that will miss the lower outer quadrant for ball 1. Around the diamond, Labus at first base, Brumley at second, Mullins at short, Parker at third. In the outfield, Judkins in left, Marchin in center, Alford in right. Next pitch, flown left and foul for strike 1. Battery for today for the Buffs is McKinney behind the plate and Durant on the bump. Denver Durant this year, 2-1 record. That one loss coming in relief against Bing nearly 3 weeks ago. Next pitch, it's a fastball at the knees for a called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Terranes. He has pitched again in 15 2/3 at 1.79 ERA. Ahead in the count 1-2, likes what he sees from McKinney. Now shakes off. He says, go back to that previous pitch because I was shaking you, yes. Want to make sure they get on the same page here. And no pitch clock like we had in Arizona. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and it's fouled straight back on a heater for The count to remain at 1-2. Again, a 1.79 ERA. Only earned runs that he gave up, I believe, was against Bing in that 4-run outing he had, all in extra innings. Here is the 1-2 pitch again. Curveball, couldn't get the outer edge. Count evens up 2-2. He has struck out 29, walked 8, hit 4 batters. Batting average of 154 against him, which is best on the team. 2-2, grounder to the left side. Mullins comes in, bobbles the ball, fields it, throws it to first base, not in time. This will be an E6 on Grant Mullins. Again, even if he were to field that cleanly, you got to be quick against Toronto's there. He was burning rubber down the first base line.
Now batting, number 9, Raiden Holland.
Brings to the plate Raiden Holland. Holland, the shortstop, number 9. Looking at first base, picking off to first, as Durant saw maybe enough of a lead to warrant the throw over to first. Pick off to first again, this one a little bit further to the right, and to the outstretched arm of Labus keeps that ball from sailing into foul territory. They've had a combined 6 errors so far, and the first ball put in play against McAlester led to an error. First pitch runs in and hits. Is it the handle? That's a foul ball. Home plate umpire says foul ball as that hit the handle there of the righty Holland as Durant got away with one. And now looks like Coach Allman is saying, hey, did that hit him on the hand? And the home plate umpire says, butt of the bat. Even if it did hit you on the bottom of the bat, that's still going to hurt. When we've seen Denver, I believe, hit 91 at one point this year. At least. Anytime that gets that close, that still gets a piece of your hand, though, even if it does hit the butt of the bat. Rarely does that hit both the bat and your hand, or one or the other. Next pitch. That will bounce into McKinney. Great job keeping that in front. Keeps the runner at first base. Pick off to first again. That one a little bit closer, but still Toronto's in there safely. 1-1 the count against Raiden Holland. As the Warriors have been able to piece together some runs here in the last 4 games. Next pitch is lined over to the right side. Caught in midair. Throw over to first base is in time. Double play. Brumley grabbed it by his shoestrings and threw it over to first base to Labus to complete the double play. And Toronto was just hung out to dry there. That's just bad luck there for the Warriors. But McAlester gets those runners out to bring up Peyton Surratt.
Number 3, Peyton Surratt.
So Peyton Surratt, the catcher, number 3, rocking the high stirrups today, now with the bases clear. Slightly open stance for the righty. The windup in the first pitch to Surratt. Be a curveball on the outer edge for strike 1. Durant wants to get right back to work. Toes the rubber once more. Likes what he sees from McKinney. The windup. Big glove tap in the foul back to the netting for strike 2. Again, I say it every time that I see Denver Durant pitch. He just likes to mix up the timing, especially as he starts his windup. There's an adamant shake yes and a big deep breath. And here's the 0-2 pitch from Durant. Fastball that is fouled off of the leg there of Surratt. Like, he'll change up his windups all the time. Sometimes he'll go a quick slide step with the lineup. Sometimes a big old leg kick. Sometimes he'll keep the ball in his glove. Sometimes he'll pat it. You can look up Nestor Cortez if you've never seen it. It's not that crazy, but it reminds me of Nestor Cortez a bit. Here it is again, the 2-strike pitch. Curveball, strike 3. Got him swinging. And that is out number 3. So an unorthodox 1-2-3 inning there for the McAlester Buffalo defense, but they do get it with a frontwards K to end Glenpool's trip to the plate here in the bottom of the first inning. 9-0 McAlester leads as we head to the top of the second. It'll be Labus, Parker, and Brumley when we return on KNED.
Are you squinting to read signs while driving? Having trouble seeing clearly at night? It's time to focus on your vision behind the wheel with Kennedy Eye Care. Issues like nearsightedness, astigmatism, glare sensitivity, or poor night vision can hinder your ability to read signs, judge distance, and react quickly. Let us take care of your changing vision so you can focus on the road ahead. Schedule your eye exam today by giving us a call at 918-429-1400. Kennedy Eye Care, where your vision is our focus. Go Buffs!
Hey guys, it's Sam from Wamplers Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Wamplers Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen.
When you need propane, there's only one place to go. W.E. Alford Propane. Both residential and commercial, W.E. Alford Propane has served eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in Eufaula, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, Muskogee, Tallahena, Antlers, and Stigler. With the cold weather, you'll want to be sure and fill up your tank today. Call 918-423-3121. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Number 14. Cole Lavis.
Welcome back to Glenpool, Oklahoma, in district play where the McAlester Buffaloes lead at 9-0 entering the second inning. The Buffaloes are looking to improve to 10-8 on the year, win their 5th straight, and they're off to a hot start so far. Cole Lavis looking to keep it going. He had an RBI ground out back in the first inning. 5, 6, 7-hole batters here for McAlester due up. First pitch from Hackler will miss high and inside, ball 1. So Lavis had that ground out. Brody Parker worked a walk, and Gavin Brumley worked a walk. Next pitch from Hackler will miss low and inside for ball 2. Hackler worked a backward strikeout of Blade Smith to end the long McAlester inning that brought up 13 batters. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That will miss high for ball 3. Some high clouds out in the distance, and with that wind blowing out towards center field. Here's the 3-0 pitch to Lavis, who will watch that one be a curveball and miss low and in for ball 4. So 4-pitch walk issued to Lavis to begin the top of the second inning.
Now batting, number 7, Brody Parker.
As you heard, that brings up Brody Parker. Parker worked a walk, which was his 5th issued walk of the year. He has gotten 8 free passes to him, 3 hit by pitches. First pitch to him is up high again for ball 1. So his on-base percentage has risen from that .464 that's come into today. Lavis a threat to steal at first base. Takes a big secondary, and the pitch will be a called strike on the inner half. Count even out, 1 ball and 1 strike. Coach Homer telling Brody to be on time here. Outfield shifted to the right. Lavis trying to get a good jump, doesn't get it here, and a swing and a miss for strike 2 against Parker. Parker has batted a little all over the lineup. Started off the year around the 8-hole, went up to the 4-hole for a little bit here, now down to the 6 today. Down on the count, here's a pickoff to first base is Lavis back in safely. But if you thought that non-district play got any easier for McAlester later on this week, you are mistaken. Complete opposite. Lavis takes off, bad jump, throws high, throw down to second base could have been a tag applied there. It was caught by the shortstop, it looked like there for a bit, Holland. And Lavis in there with the stolen base. Lavis swipes his team-leading 7th stolen base. Getting into scoring position for Parker, which saw that last pitch miss up high. Count 2-2, and the pitch. Runs in and hits Brody Parker. His 4th hit by pitch of the year. That is a team-leading one. That brings up Gavin Brumley.
Number 4, Gavin Brumley.
So runners at first and second and nobody out for Gavin Brumley. Brumley worked his 8th walk of the year in the last plate appearance. Bunting situation, we'll see if he does it. First baseman Gibson playing in, and instead he swings away. Strike 1. So the first baseman Gibson again playing in front of the runner, which is not uncommon when you're in double play depth there too. Backs up a couple of steps, still playing just about a few feet in front of that dirt. 0-1 pitch. And a ground to the right side. It'll be hit up by the second baseman, Wood. Rounding third and scoring will be Labus as the ball gets away from the right fielder, Blicken as well. Now Parker will round third, and he'll stay put there. As getting over to second base will be Gavin Brumley. For Blake Judkins, and by the way, I want to give a quick shout-out to Matt Judkins. He says he is listening from Ardmore this week. Says go Buffs, and thank you, Matt, for tuning in. As Judkins already has an RBI single today, he has runners at second and third.
6, Blake Judkins.
Buffaloes have taken a 10-0 lead here early. Nobody out in the top of the second inning. Coming set, working out the stretch with the runners to second and third, and the pitch to Judkins. High hopper. That's going to get over the head of the third baseman, Wesley, and it will score Parker with ease. Rounding third, this will be a play at the plate. The throw is on a line. The catch is there, and the tag is applied. What a shot from the left fielder, Dahl. An RBI single for Blake Judkins, but being gunned down at the plate was Gavin Brumley as McAlester takes an 11-0 advantage.
Now batting, number 10, John Marchant.
That brings up John Andrew Marchant. He reached on an E4 his last time up. Going to get you official scoring on that ground ball by Brumley here in just a bit. You can hit off the glove. Probably is an error there. Runner at second base, but it was well struck there. They're going to call Brumley with that single there, so I'm not going to go against the official scoring. That's ball 1 to Marchant. So an RBI single by Brumley just a couple of batters ago. For Marchant here with the runner at second and the pitch. And he swings and misses for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. So McAlester with an 11-0 lead top of the second inning. Hackler deals. That curveball runs inside, and that nearly got Marchant. But also, it seemed like one of the best breaks there from Hackler. Curveball with that sharp break into the inner part of the left-handed batter. This one's going to be grounded to the left side. Got to be quick to beat Marchant. The ball is fielded. Holland had no chance. Marchant is so fast and playing out of that left-handed batter's box. He gets that extra quick step, too. And it's an infield single for John Andrew Marchant. Staying put at second base as the ball was hit well in front of him was Judkins. Smart base running there for Blake.
Now batting, number 2, Jackson McKinney.
And we're back to the top of the order as McAlester begins their third time up at the plate. McKinney is 1 for 2. He has doubled, and also what's funny is the E9 that he reached on was probably hit harder than the double that he had to start off the game. It was smoked right to the right fielder, Blicken. So here's the first pitch to McKinney as he flies this one to shallow right field. Playing deep was Blicken. This is going to be a tough play. This one might bloop in, and it will. Finds the Bermuda Triangle. Throw to second base is not in time. And in there with a single is Jackson McKinney as he found a patch of real estate out in shallow right field. And that brings to the plate Grant Mullins with the bases loaded.
Now batting, number 1, Grant Mullins.
This bases loaded alert is brought to you by Outlaw Towing and Recovery. When you need a tow, call Outlaw Towing and Recovery. They specialize in vehicle recovery. Call 918-426-IN-TOW. First pitch to Mullins outside into the left-handed batter's box for ball 1. Second time the Buffaloes have had the bases loaded today. Last time that they did, Cole Labus had a 4-3 RBI ground out. Right now there is 1 out, courtesy of Dahl in his strike from left field to Surrett. Next pitch will be a fastball that misses inside. And the count to 2-0 here for Mullins. Mullins searching for his first hit of the day. He has reached on an E6 and also walked in his 2 plate appearances. 2-0 pitch to Mullins. And he flies this one deep center field, carrying towards the warning track. Taranis is there. He can't make the catch in center field as he reached back for it. And now we have 2 Buffaloes right next to each other. They're both racing for the plate. Here's the throw to the plate. One throw is going to be cut off, and now the throw to the plate is not in time. McKinney was right on the heels of John Andrew Marchant. I thought we might have a double tag attempt there if it would have got there a little bit quicker. But the bases are cleared on the hit from Grant Mullins, who he reaches to second base. All 3 runners come across to score as McKinney was, I kid you not, about a good 3 or 4 feet behind Marchant.
Denver Durant.
And McAlester takes a 14-0 advantage on a deep fly by Grant Mullins. That was well struck, and now Denver Durant comes up, trying to switch places with Mullins as the first pitch is up and out for ball one. So Durant 1 for 2. He has singled and had an RBI ground out and a well-hit ball. That was a nice play by Holland at short as he drives this one to deep center field on the line. This one will get over the head of the center fielder and hit off the bottom of the wall and carry him out to right center field. Mullins will score with these. Durant will be held up at second base with an RBI double as he does switch places with Grant Mullins. And McAlester will bring up their first pinch hitter of the day. It will be Langston Weegar in for Blade Smith.
Number 24, Langston Weegar.
So Langston Weegar, despite having about less than half of the plate appearances as Denver Durant, has the same amount of free passes given up to him, which is tied for the top of the team with 8 walks. He has a on-base percentage of .417. Wide open stance. Here's the first pitch up and outside for ball one to Weegar. Weegar had a 167 batting average, but he also does have a 2-run home run that he was able to get against Denison in part of a big win here for McAlester earlier this month. Next pitch, long looping ball that will be in there for a strike as the sun will shine down on the fielders here in Glenpool. Count even at 1 ball, 1 strike here for Weegar and a 15-0 McAlester lead top of the second inning. Next pitch. Be flied towards center field. Terrones settling underneath it, makes the catch. Tagging up from second will be Durant, running for himself here as the pitcher. He'll glide into third base safely. That's out number 2 for the Warrior defense.
Now batting, number 14, Cole Lavis.
So the Buffaloes have batted around for a second consecutive inning here. That brings up Cole Lavis. He started off this inning with a walk. He has a runner at third base. 0 for 1 today with an RBI. Durant at third base and the pitch. This will be a chopper, another high chopper to the shortstop Holland. He fields, throws to first base in time for out number 3. But the Buffaloes score 6 more runs, and they lead 15-0 over Glenpool as we head to the bottom of the second inning. It'll be the middle of the order up for the Warriors. Sutton Wood, Mongdahl, and Ian Gibson coming up here on KNED.
This March, skip the gimmicks. You don't need the luck of the Irish at Fitton Nissan because we do business the right way.
Every vehicle is clearly priced online with no surprises and no games.
Just honest pricing, a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, low interest rates, and exceptional customer service.
Come see us at Fitton Nissan where your pot of gold is waiting.
Don't forget to tell them Morgan sent ya.
Fitton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fittonnissan.com.
Wallace Properties is a proud sponsor of McAlester Baseball. We consistently invest in McAlester and have for over 40 years. From retail growth to new development, Wallace Properties is excited to help bring academy sports and outdoors to our community. Strong communities and strong teams are built with vision. Wallace Properties, building what's next for McAlester.
S&S Outdoor Services serves McAlester and the surrounding areas. We do leaf cleanup, lawn care, construction, and French drains. We provide tree trimming and removal, landscaping, land clearing, and dirt work services throughout southeast Oklahoma. We also sell firewood. S&S Outdoor Services in McAlester is a family-owned and operated business with 10 years experience. We are insured, licensed, and bonded. Call 405-760-4194. McAlester, listen up. Patriot Dodge in McAlester is under new management. If your vehicle hasn't been serviced here in over a year or you've never been here, your next oil change is free. That's right, free. Gas, diesel, any vehicle. No catch-22. No fine print games. This is real customer appreciation. At Patriot Dodge, we live by this. We can replace cars. We can replace money, but we can't replace people, and you matter to us. New management, new energy, free oil change. Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in McAlester.
Aquaholic Septic and Excavation, your number one choice in septic and excavation needs. We offer septic install, aerobics, lagoons, water and sewer installation, and leak repairs, trenches, irrigation lines, or dirt work of any kind. Aquaholic Septic and Excavation is family owned and operated. Call us today at 918-210-7115 or look us up on Facebook for a free quote. Aquaholic Septic and Excavation, great work at an honest price.
Bottom of the second inning for the McAlester Buffaloes. First pitch to Sutton Wood will be a ground ball right back into the mid and out of the mid of Denver Durant. Fields it now, sidearm, throws it to first base in time for out number one. A little bit dramatic there, Denver Durant, but out number one regardless. 1-3 ground out brings up Mong Dahl.
Now batting, number 17, Mong Dahl.
So the Buffaloes lead it again 15-0 for those on radio. Into the bottom of the second inning we go. Dahl digs in, another right-handed batter for the Warriors with the bases clear and one down in the bottom of the second inning. Setting up inside McKinney, the first pitch. Fastball right down Broadway, strike one. Denver struck out his 30th batter of the year in less than 17 innings. In the last inning, as the next pitch is swung on and missed for strike two. That is a fastball that is consistent at 89 and it's touched at 91. Deep breath from Durant. And the 0-2 pitch. Fastball, high heater, Bayou, strike three. And that'll get Mong Dahl down on strikes on three pitches to bring up Ian Gibson.
Now batting, number 8, Ian Gibson.
That might have been all heaters there from Denver Durant. And got him with a high fastball. And now Gibson with nobody on and two down, bottom of the second. Next pitch, fastball, grounder to the right side. Backhanded stop by Labus. Throws to first, and it's a nice acrobatic play by Denver Durant, who was covering at first base. Had to use that wide wingspan that we've seen in the football season to bring that in, but he makes the play at first base for a 1-2-3 inning for the McAlester defense. We head to the top of the third. McAlester leading 15-0 over Glenpool. You're listening to McAlester Baseball on KNED.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready Z-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carves hard, lands soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines. Are you waking up tired or sore every morning?
Oh, my back!
It may be time for a new mattress. Right now, during our mega tax refund sale at Taney Hill Furniture and Mattress, you can buy a king mattress and pay the queen price, or buy a queen mattress and pay the full-size mattress price. Plus, we offer no credit-needed financing and fast delivery. Family owned and operated since 1989. We are here to help you find the right mattress for your body and your budget. Find us on Facebook, Taney Hill Furniture and Mattress, 5 South 5th Street in beautiful McAlester.
Lee Auto Sales. We buy, sell, and trade. Super prices, easy terms, and fast approval. Choose the dealer who cares. Choose Lee Auto Sales. We finance and we have the largest used car inventory in McAlester.
Dude, where's my car? Where's your car, dude?
Come by 2431 North George Nye Expressway in McAlester and let us show you why we have been voted the #1 choice for the best pre-owned car lot. Lee Auto Sales. We sell quality, not quantity. Let us help you. Call 918-423-7887. Visit us online at leautosalesok.com. So go see Chan the man. Who can? Chan can.
Tax season's here, but high energy bills can swoop in and steal your refund before you can even enjoy it. When your system's outdated, those high bills just keep adding up. That's when you know it's time for a change. Save up to $2,400 on a new system, $1,000 off new system installations, plus up to $1,400 off qualifying PSO equipment. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare.
Logan Reed.
As we enter the top of the third inning, we have a pitching change here for the Glenpool Warriors. This called the bullpen, brought to you by Fifth Quarter Printing. McAllister's premier printing company awards embroidery, screen printing, and custom signage. Boost your brand with fifth quarter printing today. Now on the mound for the Warriors is Ian Gibson. We'll look around the diamond in just a bit. Here's the first pitch to Brody Parker. And Parker will watch that one miss low and outside for ball one. Buffaloes lead at 15-0, top of the third inning. Parker is 0 for 0 so far today. He has walked and been hit by a pitch in his 2 plate appearances. The 1-0 pitch will be flied to center field. And going deep to the warning track, to the wall, and it hits off the wall. It'll be extra bases for Brody Parker right out of the gate to begin the top of the third inning as he strolls into second base with a leadoff double. That's another extra base hit for Brody Parker, and that just seems like all he does. 10 extra base hits for the sophomore.
Now batting, number 4, Gavin Brumley.
Brings to the plate Gavin Brumley, who is 1 for 1 today, a walk and an RBI single. So now at first base we have Reed. Reed has made his way. That's Logan Reed. He was the DH to start this game, and now he's at first base as Gibson moved from first to the mound. Gibson looks to second and fires. First pitch bounces into the catcher, which we have a new catcher as well. Wesley has moved from third. That is, again, Gabe Wesley has moved from third to behind home plate. Surrett has moved from behind home plate to third, so that's a straight switch over there from third and home. As the next pitch to Brumley is a called strike at the knees. And the count is even at 1-1. So Parker at second base, Buffaloes up 15-0. Brumley looking to stay perfect today, and the pitch will be grounded third base side, and it will stay foul. And Brumley gets behind in the count as that looked like it ran in on him too. Hit off the handle. That's a stinger. Count to 1-2 here for Brumley. But just like Hackler, Gibson a righty. Out the stretch here with Parker at second base, and the outfield playing deep with the wind blowing out. And the 1-2 pitch. That's a fastball catching the outer edge for strike 3. Backwards K to Gavin Brumley to bring up Blake Judkins, who is 2 for 2 with 2 RBI singles.
Now batting, number 6, Blake Judkins.
National Weather Service does have us under a wind advisory until 9 p.m. tonight. At its peak, the wind gusts around 30 miles per hour today. First pitch to Judkins as he waits on it and flies it foul and out of play. Unlike Broken Bow, the wind is blowing out today. So 1 strike on Judkins with 1 down. Top of inning number 3. John Marchant is on deck, who is 1 for 2. And the pitch. Off speed, line drive, right side, stays foul. That ball landed about a foot or less to the right of that first base bag. And the count quickly to a 2-strike count on Judkins, who now has 14 RBI on the year. Gibson in relief, looking for his first, take that back, second K of the day. We just had Brumley get rung up. 0-2 pitch is lined over to left center field, and it will land. Parker will be waved home. He'll get there with ease. And rounding first base with an RBI single, his 3rd consecutive one, Blake Judkins.
Now batting, number 10, John Marchant.
Judkins, again, after not getting into the starting lineup last Friday, I think the only time that he has not been this year, has come out swinging literally here in the very next game. 3 for 3, 3 RBI singles to bring up John Andrew Marchant, who is 1 for 2. Slightly open stance from the left-hand side. He flies this one over to the third base position in foul territory. A long run for Surratt, but he can't get there. Like Bob Seeger running against the wind there, trying to track that one down. That is strike 1. I couldn't imagine trying to run face first into that wind that we're having here. See a tree beyond center field that's just waving with it right now. Count is 0-1 on Marchant with Judkins at first base. They'll pick off 2 first, and in there safely is Judkins. Again, for those on radio that can't see it on the scoreboard on the video stream, Buffaloes are leading at 16-0, top of the 3rd. We have 1 out. And the 1-1 pitch to Marchant. Be a fastball. Looks like misses low. Don't think that was in. And the count 2-1 now. Excuse me, 1-1. And the next pitch is lined to center field, already playing deep as Terranes. He has to come in, and he does make the catch. Retreating back to first base will be Judkins, as he was near the second base bag when he saw that ball get hauled in by Terranes. So line out to center field, brings back up the top of the order for Jackson McKinney, who is 2 for 3.
Now batting number 2, Jackson McKinney.
McKinney at a moment's notice can go on a tear that will spark an entire offense. And he was the team leader in batting average last year. He's now creeping up to that 300 mark and above the 400 on base percentage mark. First pitch to him will miss outside for ball 1. And he had the party get started in the first inning. The very first pitch of the game was a short hop over to the right field wall. McAllister's been all gas since then. 1-0 pitch will miss upstairs. That'll be ball 2. Outfield is shifting to the right. Looks like McAllister's really gone to the right with all of their pitches so far. They've done a good job of waiting on the outside pitch and barreling it up, keeping the hands inside. Hardly anything has gone to the left side of the field today. Judkins, one of the few I can recall, and also Denver Durant. Here's a ground ball that hits off of the mound, and there'll be a quick snag by the second baseman Wood, who flips to Holland, covering second base in time for out number 3. But McAllister tacks on another run with an RBI single from Blake Judkins as he drove in Brody Parker. McAllister now has extended their lead to 16-0 as we head our way to the home half of the third. You're listening to McAllister Baseball on KNED.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. We update our listings daily. If it's on the market, you'll find it at first-realty.net. If you have any questions, call us at 918-423-30.
Mill Creek Carpet and Tile is ready to help you elevate the aesthetics of your home. We have a huge selection to accentuate every surface. Whether it's new floors, countertops, or the custom backsplash you were dreaming of, Mill Creek has you covered. Check out our signature value, Karastan and Shaw Flooring. We offer 0% financing with approved credit. Shop local and get it done right. Our staff is ready to help you turn your vision into reality. Mill Creek Carpet and Tile, 1316 East Carl Albert Parkway, McAlester. Are you squinting to read signs while driving? Having trouble seeing clearly at night? It's time to focus on your vision behind the wheel with Kennedy Eye Care. Issues like nearsightedness, astigmatism, glare sensitivity, or poor night vision can hinder your ability to read signs, judge distance, and react quickly. Let us take care of your changing vision so you can focus on the road ahead. Schedule your eye exam today by giving us a call at 918-429-1400. Kennedy Eye Care, where your vision is our focus. Go Buffs! Have a great
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
When you need propane, there's only one place to go. W.E. Alford Propane. Both residential and commercial, W.E. Alford Propane has served eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in Eufaula, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, Muskogee, Tallahena, Antlers, and Stigler. With the cold weather, you'll want to be sure and fill up your tank today. Call 918-423-3121. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for more than 70 years.
Blicken.
Bottom of the third inning coming up. The McAlester Buffaloes with a big lead, 16-0 the score. It'll be Cage Blicken, Logan Reed, Gabe Wesley, 7, 8, 9 batters for the Warriors. So far it's been 6 up, 6 down, but a little unorthodox for McAlester. There was an E6 to start off our game before a line-out double play was started with Gavin Brumley and Cole Labus. First pitch is a slow roller left side. Coming in and backhanding it, trying to is Mullins, and it hits off of him as well. And that'll be another E6. Would have been a tough play, but still, I think that if he makes that backhanded grab, he's got enough time to be able to throw it to first base.
Now batting, number 6, Logan Reed.
That's the second error of the day on McAlester. Brings up Logan Reed. Runner at first and Blicken. And the pitch to Reed. A called strike that looked like it was in the left-handed batter's box. That'll be a gift there for Durant. He'll try not to waste it. Count 0-1, pick off to first base. Sliding back in safely is Blicken. So runner at first with nobody out. Home half of inning number 3. Durant comes set. Takes a couple of looks behind him, and then the next pitch will be fouled over into the softball field. Again, adjacent here to the Glenpool baseball field. As the sun continues to set, we had a 6 p.m. start today, actually 6:03 to be exact. There's another pickoff to first. Back in safely is Blicken. We'll have a similar first pitch time tomorrow over in Pittsburgh County, as the McAlester Buffaloes will wrap up the series with the Glenpool Warriors tomorrow at 6 p.m. at Mike Deek Field. Next pitch will miss low and outside. Count to 1-2. That'll be the first home game for McAlester in 3 weeks. It's been 11 straight road games for the McAlester Buffalo baseball team. I'm sure they're wearing out the tires on their bus. They're ready to be back home. Durant, long pause, 1-2 pitch. Fastball running high and tight. Snap throw back to first base is not in time. That last home game for McAlester ended with a sour taste in their mouth. It was on March 10th. They were able to make a comeback, tied up the game with the Bing Pirates before losing in extra innings. 2-2 pitch. Fastball right at the bottom of the zone with the heater. Got him looking for strike 3. Out number 1 here in the bottom of the third inning to retire Logan Reed to bring up Gabe Wesley.
Now batting, number 2, Gabe Wesley.
We have Wesley as the catcher now, I believe. Wesley into the right-handed batter's box. Slightly open stance here. Runner at first base with 1 down. McAlester with a big 16-0 advantage. After a couple of shakes off, Durant likes what he sees, comes set. Playing in at third base is Parker. First pitch misses low and out for ball 1. Parker wanting to take away a possible bump, but here's the thing. If a ball goes to the left side, it's not hit right to Brody Parker. That could be an easy base hit. They're not banking on him pulling one, though. So the next pitch is a fastball missing above the letters, bringing up the chalk there. And they count to 2-0. Pick off to first again. A little bit closer that time, but still in safely is Blicken. Parker takes a couple of more steps back towards the infield dirt, but will stay in the infield grass. He's picked off over to Blicken a number of times already. 2-0 pitch to the 9-hole batter. Misses up high. Snap throw to first base. This time they have him in a run down. Labus throws it to the shortstop, Mullins, who runs him back, applies the tag. There's out number 2. Both runners have been able to get on the base paths for the Glenpool Warriors. McAlster's been able to get him out on the base paths. So it's been, once again, an unorthodox 8 up, 8 down. But a 3-0 count here to Wesley as McAlster's in danger of putting another guy on the base paths, 1 pitch away from it. And the pitch. Fastball that is a called strike, belt high, outside corner for strike 1. Still a hitter's count for Wesley, but Durant working quickly, wanted to get back into it with fastballs. Strike 2 on a swing and a miss. Count 3-2, and then just right back to work. 3-2 pitch. Check that. Doesn't matter. Called strike 3. In the matter of about 12 seconds, Denver Durant throws 3 straight strikes to be able to retire Gabe Wesley on what will officially be called a backwards K. So back-to-back strikeouts from Denver Durant for 4 on the day for him. Once again, an unorthodox 9 up, 9 down for McAlster's pitching staff and the defense. So we head now to the top of the 4th inning with McAlester leading 16-0. You're listening to McAlester Baseball on KNED.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC equal...
Smart, skip the gimmicks. You don't need the luck of the Irish at Fit Nissan because we do business the right way.
Every vehicle is clearly priced online with no surprises and no games.
Just honest pricing, a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, low interest rates, and exceptional customer service.
Come see us at Fit Nissan where your pot of gold is waiting.
Don't forget to tell them Morgan sent ya.
Fit Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fitnissan.com.
Wallace Properties is a proud sponsor of McAlester Baseball. We consistently invest in McAlester and have for over 40 years. From retail growth to new development, Wallace Properties is excited to help bring academy sports and outdoors to our community. Strong communities and strong teams are built with vision. Wallace Properties, building what's next for McAlester.
S&S Outdoor Services serves McAlester and the surrounding areas. We do leaf cleanup, lawn care, construction, and French drains. We provide tree trimming and removal, landscaping, land clearing, and dirt work services throughout Southeast Oklahoma. We also sell firewood. S&S Outdoor Services in McAlester is a family-owned and operated business with 10 years experience. We are insured, licensed, and bonded. Call 405-760-4194.
Welcome back to the Glenpool High School baseball field here in Glenpool, Oklahoma. The McAlester Buffaloes are leading at 16-0 as we head to the top of the fourth inning. We have had another change here. It looks like at third base, it is Hunter Randall at third base as he has come from the bench. I don't know where Surratt is at right now. You know, we had some changes around the diamond, so we'll have to, as we look around, we'll try to find where everyone's gone to. But that is what Coach Allman is talking about with the home plate umpire, just the changes there with the scorecard. As Grant Mullins back into the box, Buffaloes leading by 16. Here's the first pitch of the top of the fourth inning. And it will bounce in to Mullins for ball one. Mullins, officially from the scorecard here from Game Changer, he is 1 for 2, reached on an E6, walked, and then that bases clearing double that they set out to center field. Next pitch is a called strike to Mullins. And the count is even at 1-1. Gibson in for a second inning of work of relief. Next pitch way outside, ball two. McAlester put up 15 in the first two. Only one run given up by Gibson in that third inning. Next pitch low and outside on the heater. And the count to 3-1. Mullins with the low stirrups was wanting to be granted time. And I don't think he was at first, but looks like the dirt with that wind blowing kind of got into his eyes there. Tried to clear it on out. And now here comes the 3-1 pitch to Mullins. That will bounce in, and that'll be ball four. So leadoff walk to Grant Mullins brings up Denver Durant.
Now batting number 21, Denver Durant.
By the way, we have Waylon Durant. He's listening from Miami, Oklahoma. A couple of dads checking in right now. Runner at first base with nobody out. Buffaloes leading 16-0. Durant so far today has had a great day both on the bump and at the plate. So far 2 for 3 with 2 RBI. First pitch as he swings for the fences, almost came out of his shoes. Strike one. He hit one out at Tulsa Memorial, and I know Tulsa Memorial's down bad, but he hit one out at Tulsa Memorial that went over their concession stand building, if you've ever been to their field, and it was one of the furthest home runs I've seen hit in high school baseball. He's got the wind at his back today, too. Next pitch. He waits, hits off the top of the bat, slow roller. Fielded, thrown to second for one. Off balance, throw to first base. Will get behind the first baseman, and Denver will take second base here on a big, long turn. Now he's confused and slides into second safely. But he was wondering what was happening there with Mullins because Mullins is over at second base. I think for a moment Durant thought that Mullins was safe because he's trying to book it down the first base line. Time is called, but he'll be reaching second on a fielder's choice and then an E4.
Now batting number 24, Langston Weir.
That brings up Langston Weegar, who flew out to center field back in his last at-bat. Uyghur DHing for Blade Smith as the first pitch nearly comes in and hits him in the dome. Goes straight to the backstop, and Denver will stroll into third. So there's one out in the top of inning number 4. Uyghur does have 6 RBI so far this season, batting .200 with runners in scoring position. Infield's in on the infield grass. The next pitch runs in and nearly hits him again. This time he gets behind the catcher. It'll be an easy run scored here for Denver Durant as he strolls over the home plate area. So that's a 17-0 lead for McAlester now, and the bases are clear for Uyghur, who nearly got hit on back-to-back pitches. The count now 2-0. Uyghur did have one appearance in that game on Friday against Broken Bow. He drew a walk as he came in to pinch hit for Wilson Alford. Wind up from Gibson, and the 2-0 pitch is a chopper left side. It will stay fair, and it will be a base hit for Uyghur. As Uyghur ran through the first base bag, I don't think he understood that it went into the outfield grass. He's trying to look over at Coach Meadows and saying, hey, make a turn, make a turn. He was so, again, bent on getting past the first base bag. Coach Meadows, he kind of rubs his neck up there and says, hey, you're okay, but hey, next time look at me. I got you.
Now batting.
Keep your eyes up.
Cole Labus.
So it's a single for Langston Uyghur. Brings up Cole Labus. He's 0 for 2, but he has had an RBI ground out. On also a walk in between his 2 ground outs. First pitch is a called strike to Labus for strike 1. So runner at first, 1 down for Labus, and his 4th time up at the plate. Gibson deals. Next pitch, slow roller, chance for a double play, but bobbled by Gibson. Now Fields only plays at first base, who does get it over to first in time. Works like a bunt there for Labus, but that's out number 2. So he's had 3 different groundouts to 3 different members of the infield. Second, short, and the pitcher.
Now batting. Number 7, Brody Parker.
That brings up Brody Parker. He had a wall banger double in his last at bat. He's 1 for 1 today. Also has been hit by a pitch and walked. Uyghur at second base in a 17-0 advantage with 2 down in the top of the 4th inning. Next pitch, curveball that bounces in the dirt for ball 1. Gavin Brumley on deck. He's 1 for 2. Gibson waits and fires the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Count 1 ball, 1 strike on Parker, whose batting average is approaching 400. The only batter above 400. We have 2 batters above 400. As this one's grounded to the left side, hard hit, but well snagged by the shortstop Holland. Throws to first base in time for out number 3. So that's a 6-3 ground out to retire the McAlester threat in the top of the 4th inning, but another run scored, this time by an error, it looked like, by a, that ended up being a error eventually, as the McAlester Buffaloes do now lead 17-0 as we head to the home half of the 4th inning. You're listening to McAlester Baseball as the top of the order is up for the Glenpool Warriors here on KNED.
McAlester, listen up. Patriot Dodge in McAlester is under new management. If your vehicle hasn't been serviced here in over a year, or you've never been here, your next oil change is free. That's right, free. Gas, diesel, any vehicle. No catch-22. No fine print games. This is real customer appreciation. At Patriot Dodge, we live by this. We can replace cars. We can replace money, but we can't replace people, and you matter to us. New management, new energy, free oil change. Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in McAlester.
Aquaholic Septic and Excavation, your #1 choice in septic and excavation needs. We offer septic install, aerobics, lagoons, water and sewer installation, and leak repairs, trenches, irrigation lines, or dirt work of any kind. Aquaholic Septic and Excavation is family owned and operated. Call us today at 918-210-7115 or look us up on Facebook for a free quote. Aquaholic Septic and Excavation, great work at an honest price.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready C-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carves hard, land soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top-tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
points.
Leading off for the
We have now played half a 7-inning game as the McAlester Buffaloes have made the Warriors go 9 up, 9 down. As I mentioned, every time that McAlster's come up defensively has been unorthodox. 2 batters have reached due to errors, but McAlster's gotten them out on the base paths. Top of the order up, Brady Terrones reached on an E6 to start off the Warrior offense as he flies this one in the infield to the shortstop Mullins. Tracks it with the wind into shallow center field to make the catch for out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. You can just tell how far that ball is being pushed by that wind.
Now batting, number 9, Raiden Holland.
Where Mullins saw it first off the bat, it was going to stay in the infield dirt, and then all of a sudden it just kept on pushing itself further towards the center fielder, Marchant, but again, well far away from him. Still grabbed for out number 1. Raiden Holland watched his first pitch be swung and missed for strike 1 on the curveball from Durant. Holland is the one that lined it over to the second baseman, Brumley, who turned a double play as Terrones was kind of caught in between first and second. Next pitch is a fastball that pounds the outside corner for strike 2. Durant in search for strikeout number 5. Durant deals. Fastball well outside. Ball 1. Count 1-2 here to the righty, Holland. 2-hole batter for the Warriors. And the 1-2 pitch. Curveball, waits on it, lines it to center field, and the no-hitter is gone as it squeaks into the center fielder, Marchant, who gets it back in.
Now batting, number 3, Peyton Surratt.
So a soft line drive makes its way into the outfield grass as the Warriors get on the base paths here for the third out of 4 innings. Brings up Peyton Surratt. He struck out swinging back in his first plate appearance. Runner at first base with 1 down. So there will be no back-to-back no-hitters for Durant, who had one last week. Pick off to first base. It ends up hitting, I think, the back there, or maybe the back of the helmet. Either way, it looks like Holland's okay as he slides back in. He's grabbing his right shoulder. First base coach asks if he's okay. He shakes his head yes. Even if it does hurt, you got to say yes there. Good lead at first base, and the pitch. Be a ground ball left side and foul. I think the count is now 0-2 on Surratt. Slightly open stance for the batter, Surratt. Durant waits and deals. The pitch is flied to right and foul. Get 2 strikes here on Surratt. Wood on deck. He is grounded out to the pitcher. Durant shaking yes and no, yes and no. He comes back set. Takes a long pause and deals. The pitch will be flied right and foul again. On the fastball right now is Surratt. We'll see if Durant changes the speed here. Pick off to first base. Back in safely is Holland. Against a batter, you got to think that at times that Durant's a little crazy there when he's shaking his head yes and no, and the way he changes up his pacing and everything and how hard he throws to. Count 0-2 in the pitch again. Goes back to the heater. Ball outside. Snap throw to first base. Not in time. Pitch close there, but good eye there by Surratt. I think that if McKinney would have stayed in his stance there, but again, it wasn't that bad of an idea to throw it over to first base. I think if he stays down there in his crouch, I think that might be a called strike 3. Was close to that edge. Count is still 1-2 on Surratt, though, in a nice battle here. And the pitch goes to the off speed, and it bounces and gets away from McKinney and gets all the way to the backstop. And for the first time today, the Warriors get into scoring position. Count to 2-2. McAlester been able to keep the free passes away, and what I consider free passes is just the walks and the hit-by pitches. Of course, errors are free passes too, but we're looking at just the pitching of McAlester. That's what has fueled their success this year, is just letting your defense work, not as much getting a bunch of strikeouts. There's a spin move. They got the runner caught in between second and third. This might be another pickoff. Throwing it late as Mullins. The tag is applied by Brody Parker. Another out on the base paths. That's the second time that McAlester has picked off a Warrior runner today, this time between second and third, and that's out number 2. Base is clear again. Bottom of the fourth inning, 2 down, nobody on. 17-0 lead for McAlester, as we'll have to play a fifth inning here coming up. Run rule in district play, 10 after 5. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And again, Surratt, great battle. Fouls it off once again into the softball field. And as we have some guys up there tracking down some foul balls, I think we're going to have to start treating this like it's a golf course and saying 4. Count 2-2. He is sitting on the fastball, reacting to the off-speed from Durant. Working out well so far after he struck out swinging back in his first at-bat. Durant 2 shakes no. There's a yes, and the 2-2 pitch again. Fastball that misses outside. McAlester fans don't like the no call, but that is outside. We have a great view from it here in the press box. The count is full at 3-2. Nice competitive pitch, but a better eye there by Surratt. Payoff pitch. Fastball, hard hit, ground ball. Snagged by the third baseman, Parker, across the diamond. Wow. Nice play on a smoked shot from Surratt on a great battle between the pitcher Durant and the batter Surratt. And, of course, had in that way with a great play by Brody Parker. They don't call it the hot corner for nothing. As we head to the top of the fifth inning, McAlester leading 17-0. You're listening to McAlester Baseball on KNED.
Are you waking up tired or sore every morning?
Oh, my back!
It may be time for a new mattress. Right now, during our mega tax refund sale at Taney Hill Furniture and Mattress, you can buy a king mattress and pay the queen price, or buy a queen mattress and pay the full-size mattress price. Plus, we offer no credit-needed financing and fast delivery. Family owned and operated since 1989. We are here to help you find the right mattress for your body and your budget. Find us on Facebook, Taney Hill Furniture and Mattress, 5 South 5th Street in beautiful McAlester.
Lee Auto Sales. We buy, sell, and trade. Super prices, easy terms, and fast approval. Choose the dealer who cares. Choose Lee Auto Sales. We finance and we have the largest used car inventory in McAlester.
Dude, where's my car? Where's your car, dude?
Come by 2431 North George Nye Expressway in McAlester and let us show you why we have been voted the #1 choice for the best pre-owned car lot. Lee Auto Sales. We sell quality, not quantity. Let us help you. Call 918-423-7887. Visit us online at leautosalesok.com. So go see Chan the man. Who can? Chan can.
Tax season's here, but high energy bills can swoop in and steal your refund before you can even enjoy it. When your system's outdated, those high bills just keep adding up. That's when you know it's time for a change. Save up to $2,400 on a new system, $1,000 off new system installations, plus up to $1,400 off qualifying PSO equipment. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare.
Top of the fifth inning, McAlester leading 17-0. They have the run rule advantage right now over Glenpool. Got to finish off the fifth inning, though. First pitch is in there for strike 1 to Brumley, who is 1 for 2 today. He has walked, RBI single, and a backwards K. Doing very well in relief has been Ian Gibson, as this one's a high hopper on the ground ball, snagged by the third baseman across the diamond. It's high, sailed high, as it was grabbed by Randall. Over to second base on the high throw will be Brumley. And that's an E5 to start off this fifth inning. And for those unfamiliar with run rules in district play, it is 10 after 5. That means that you have to lead by 10 or more after 5 innings of play. Right now, it's at the top of the fifth, McAlester with that healthy lead. Now, Blake Judkins looks to keep up a perfect day. He is 3 for 3 with 3 RBI singles. A chance to go 4 for 4 with 4 RBI singles. Eat your heart out, Wendy's. Runner at second base. And the pitch to Judkins. This will bounce in to the catcher. Snag for ball 1. We believe that's Wesley behind home plate right here. It's kind of hard to tell with the back plate or the back straps over the number. 1-0 pitch will be lined over to right field. He's going to do it. A 4 for 4 day with 4 RBI, and this one might be a double for Judkins as he rounds first. Getting over to second base, he'll be there with a stand-up double. Have yourself a day, Blake Judkins. 4 for 4 with 4 RBIs.
Now batting number 10, John Marchant.
And will more than likely cap off his day with a double at second base. He'll stay put there. Nobody out in the top of the fifth inning. McAlester leading 18-0. As John Marchant way off the plate right now and 1 for 3 on the day. First pitch to Marchant as he whiffs at a fastball in the outer half for strike one. Count 0-1, lined out to center field his last time up. This fastball missing further outside for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Outfield shifted to the right with the lefty up at the plate here. 1-1 the count, and the pitch to Marchant. Will be lined once again to center field. Playing it perfectly is Terrones. Hardly has to move, making the catch. Tagging up at second base will be Judkins. Making his way to third with the slide. That's out number 1 for the Glenpool defense. So we're back to the top of the order.
Now batting, number 3, Trevin Simons.
So now Trevin Simons comes in. He'll pinch hit for Jackson McKinney, who will come in more than likely to catch the final bottom of the 5th. They're going to appeal over to second base, and Judkins did tag up successfully. So 1 out with 1 on at third base. Trevin Simons on the year batting .222, .462 on base percentage. First pitch into him is a called strike. He has walked and been hit by a pitch 3 times in limited action this year. His only hits have been extra base hits. That's going to be waved off. They waved that off?
No, he's trying to notify us that there's a solid.
Gotcha. His next pitch misses low. Count even at 1-1. Next pitch to Simons. Will miss outside and get to the backstop. They'll keep Judkins over at third base. Count is 2-1. But Simons' 2 hits. I think his first hit of the year was a home run. His first varsity hit ever was a home run, and then he followed that up with a double. Both those hits were in Denison on the same game that I missed. That must be bad luck for Trevin Simons. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's a called strike, upper outer quadrant. The count is now even at 2-2. 1 out, top of the 5th. Out of the windup with the runner at third, the pitch from Gibson. Fastball misses low and out, ball 3. Full count here for Simons. Hitting next would be Ben Thomas for McAlester. And the 3-2 pitch is grounded left and foul. Just to the right of the dugout of Glenpool. And I've only got to see Ben hit once with my own eyes. Game Changer had him having 2 at-bats over in Denison. Here's the payoff to Simons again, and this is well outside into the left-handed batter's box for a ball. So that'll walk Trevin Simons, whose on-base percentage continues to skyrocket up near 500 now.
Now batting, number 23, Ben Thomas.
That brings to the plate Ben Thomas looking for his first varsity hit. Runners at the corners with 1 out. Scores 18-0. McAlester has scored in every inning thus far. Nine in the first, 6 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth, now 1 in the 5th. This next pitch is low. Taking off for second will be Simons, and getting there with ease for ball 1 to Thomas. Looks like we have a line of pinch hitters that are going to be coming up. And again, in high school baseball, you can re-enter the game, which is what we'll expect here in the bottom of the 5th inning when McAlester comes back onto the field. Next pitch, missing high. Ball 2 to Thomas. Next pitch, low and outside, ball 3. Don't know if you can hear Jackson McKinney in the background telling Thomas don't miss. Hype for their guys right now that don't always get the chance to have a lot of varsity at-bats every day. 3-0 pitch to Thomas out the closed stance. Will miss down low, and that will load the bases. Back-to-back walks. Now bring up Keaton Tapscott.
Now batting, number 18, Keaton Tapscott.
This Bases Loaded alert is brought to you by Outlaw Towing and Recovery. When you need a tow, call Outlaw Towing and Recovery. They specialize in vehicle recovery. Call 918-426-IN-TOW. First pitch to Tapscott. Fastball at the bottom of the zone for strike 1. For Tapscott, this is his second plate appearance of the year. He has worked a walk so far this season. right-handed batter with the bases loaded and one down and an 18-0 lead. And here's a base hit over to right field. His first one, Tapscott bloops that one into right. One run is going to score, and it's an RBI single for Tapscott. What you love to see. Congratulations by Tapscott, his first RBI, his first base hit as McAlester Buffalo varsity player. And the Buffaloes go up 19-0 on the Warriors. Still one out, top of the fifth.
Number 8, Wilson Alford.
And now Wilson Alford will hit for Langston Weegar. First pitch swing and a miss for strike one. Alford, the third different batter to hit out the cleanup spot. Smith went 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. Weegar went 1 for 2 with a flyout to center and a single. And now Alford coming off an 0 for 2 day with 2 strikeouts, looking to put that in the past. That was back on Friday. Next pitch. Runs inside, ball to the lefty. 1 ball, 1 strike. Alford, I believe, batting .250 with the .286 OBP. As this next one is grounded off the plate, rolls up the first base line and tails foul. The count now to 1-2 on Alford. I think McAlester will be out of pinch hitters when we bring Cole Labus up. Labus is 0 for 3. He does have an RBI. He's on deck. Count is 1-2 on Alford with the bases loaded and 1 out. Gibson the windup in the 1-2 pitch. Long looping curveball in there, strike 3. Got him looking.
Now batting number 14, Cole Labus.
Brings up Cole Labus, as I mentioned. He has had an RBI ground out, walked, ground out to short, ground out to the pitcher. First pitch with 2 down and bases juiced is in there for strike 1 on the long looper. So the only infielders he hasn't grounded out to have been the third baseman and the first baseman. 0-1 pitch, and he grounds over to the second baseman. Backhanded stop, flipped to second base in time for out number 3. So the Buffaloes do tack on a couple of more runs. They lead at 19-0 as they'll be the last hurrah for the Glenpool Warriors as they'll bring up the middle of their order. Sutton, Wood, Mongdahl, and Ian Gibson when we return. You're listening to McAlester Baseball on KNED.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. We update our listings daily. If it's on the market, you'll find it at first-realty.net. If you have any questions, call us at 918-
Mill Creek Carpet and Tile is ready to help you elevate the aesthetics of your home. We have a huge selection to accentuate every surface. Whether it's new floors, countertops, or the custom backsplash you were dreaming of, Mill Creek has you covered. Check out our signature value, Karastan and Shaw Flooring. We offer 0% financing with approved credit. Shop local and get it done right. Our staff is ready to help you turn your vision into reality. Mill Creek Carpet and Tile, 1316 East Carl Albert Parkway, McAlester. Are you squinting to read signs while driving? Having trouble seeing clearly at night? It's time to focus on your vision behind the wheel with Kennedy Eye Care. Issues like nearsightedness, astigmatism, glare sensitivity, or poor night vision can hinder your ability to read signs, judge distance, and react quickly. Let us take care of your changing vision so you can focus on the road ahead. Schedule your eye exam today by giving us a call at 918-429-1400. Kennedy Eye Care, where your vision is our focus. Go Buffs! Have a great season.
Leading off for the Warriors.
We head to the home half of the 5th inning, and for the Warriors to keep this game going, they'd have to score 10 runs this inning. McAlester leads at 19-0, and we have some new batters up for the Glenpool Warriors. Give me one moment here. As Denver Durant will try to finish what he started, he has struck out, looks like 4, and he's allowed 1 hit through 4 innings. First pitch is fouled back, I believe, off of the home plate umpire. That'll be strike 1. And Hunter Randall now hitting in the place of Sutton Wood. And walking it out there as a courtesy to the home plate umpires, the catcher Jackson McKinney, just to make sure the umpire's all right. And looks like now we'll have a visit with Coach Allman and the hitter Randall. While we have the break, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, WE Offered Propane, B-Bank & A, Fenton Nissan, Wallace Properties, SNS Outdoor Services, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of McAlester, Aquaholic Septic and Excavation, Vickers Power Sports, Taney Hill Furniture and Mattress, Lee Auto Sales, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air LLC, First Realty Inc., Mill Creek Carpet and Tile, and Kennedy Eye Care. 0-1 pitch from Durant, way outside, ball one. Wind up in the 1-1 pitch from Durant. Will miss up and out. That'll be ball two. So 2-1 the count, just like the number on Denver Durant's back, and the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed by Randall for strike two. Count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. We encourage everyone to make their way on out to Mike Deek Field tomorrow. Same time, same place, Knuckleheads, 6 p.m. tomorrow night at Mike Deek Field. Welcome the McAlester Buffaloes back after that long road stretch. 2-2 pitch from Durant. Will miss high for ball 3. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch from Durant. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Got him with the frontwards K, and that is strikeout number 5 for Durant.
Now batting, number 17, Mong Dahl.
Mong Dahl now steps into the right-handed batter's box. He has struck out swinging today. McAlester 2 outs away. Leading at 19-0 over the Warriors. Searching for their first win over Glenpool since 2022. As here's a fly ball and foul. McAlester last lost here 18-4. Their last win against Glenpool came back in 2022. Now, we didn't play in 24 or 25 against the Warriors. McAlester won that game 7-2 at Glenpool. So the next pitch misses high for ball 1. That was here at this field. That was in part of a sweep where they won at McAlester the day prior, 12-5. 1-1 pitch. Will miss high and tight, ball 2. Two straight at bats with the count 2-1 on the batter. Durant deals. Fastball outer edge called strike 2. Also, Sandra tuning in says Ben also pitched at Denison, and I knew that. I knew that as well. Here's a 2-2 pitch that swung on and missed for strike 3. Back-to-back Ks to begin the 5th inning for Denver Durant, and now the Buffaloes are 1 out away.
Now batting, number 8, Ian Gibson.
And I hate that I missed that, too. Again, Ben Thomas made his varsity debut on the mound against Colbert. Colbert was that Friday game. Again, we were over in Enid, a good 3.5 hours away, it felt like. Good 4 hours, over 4 hours away from where McAlester is playing south of the Red River. So Ian Gibson digs in. 0 for 1 today with a ground out to first as he flies this one back for strike 1. That was a great game. McAlester lost it, though, 9-7. Here's a shakeoff from Durant, a second one. A third one. Likes the fourth, and a big smile from Durant, the 0-1 pitch. The changeup that missed low for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wind up at the 1-1 pitch. Just a tad bit high. That one sails straight to the backstop. That'll be ball 2. Two-one pitch. Durant wanted to quick pitch him. Fastball's a called strike on the outer half. And the count is now deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs as McAlester a pitch away from going an unorthodox 15 up, 15 down. The windup, the 2-2 pitch. Fastball right there for strike 3. Striking out the side to end the game as Denver Durant and the McAlester Buffaloes take game 1 in run rule fashion. 19-0 in 5 innings as Denver Durant pitches yet another gem in his 3rd start on the mound this year. Ladies and gentlemen, Buffalo fans far and wide, grab that brush and paint that win column black and gold. We'll be back with some post-game stats when we return. You're listening to McAlester Baseball on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and...
When you need propane, there's only one place to go. W.E. Alford Propane. Both residential and commercial, W.E. Alford Propane has served eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in Eufaula, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, Muskogee, Tallahena, Antlers, and Stigler. With the cold weather, you'll want to be sure and fill up your tank today. Call 918-423-3121. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for more than 70 years.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Glenpool, Oklahoma, where McAlester wins their 5th consecutive game. They improved to 10-8 on the year, and the most important, 5-0 in district play, as McAlester, again, got out to a hot start in the first inning and didn't look back. McAlester scored 9 runs in the first inning en route to a 19-0 victory over the Glenpool Warriors. Let's look at your postgame stats. It's brought to you by Big V Feed Center. See Big V Feed Center at McAlester, Hadco Farm and Ranch in Kiowa, Shakota Wholesale Feed Company in Shakota, and Apex Feed in Wilburton for all of your spring feeding program needs. Starting off with the Warriors, Brady Toronas went 0 for 2. He did reach on an E6. Raiden Holland, he was the reason why the Buffaloes didn't have the no-hitter today. He went 1 for 2 with the line out to second and a single. Peyton Surratt went 0 for 2 with a strikeout and ground out. Sutton Wood 0 for 1. Hunter Randall 0 for 1. Mong Dahl 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. Ian Gibson 0 for 2 with a K. Cage Blicken went 0 for 1 and reached on an E6. Let's see, we also had Logan Reed. He went 0 for 1 with the strikeout, and Gabe Wesley 0 for 1 with the strikeout as well. So for Denver Durant, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strikeouts for him today. He did not walk anybody, did not hit anybody, and that was a one-hit performance for Denver Durant on the mound today. Also 2 errors by the McAlester defense. As for the offense for the Warriors, that's 1 hit. Between Hackler and Gibson, 2 strikeouts. They issued 9 free passes. That's walks or hit by pitches. 7 errors today for Glenpool. 5 of those happened in the first inning. McAlester improves to 10-8 once again. 1 through 9 looked like this. Jackson McKinney went 2 for 4 with a double and single. Trevin Simons hit for him. He walked 0 for 0 today. Grant Mullins 1 for 2 with a bases clearing 3 RBI double. Ben Thomas hit for him. He walked as well. Denver Durant 2 for 4 with a 2 RBI day. 1 with a ground out, 1 with a wall banger double to deep center field. Keaton Tapscott had his first hit as a varsity McAlester player, 1 for 1 with an RBI single. Blade Smith 0 for 1 with a walk and strikeout. Langston Weaker hit for him. He went 1 for 2 with a fly out and a single. And Wilson Alford 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He hit for Langston Weaker, who hit for Smith. Cole Lavis 0 for 4, but had an RBI ground out in his first at bat. Brody Parker, he went 1 for 2 with a walk, hit by pitch, double, and ground out. Gavin Brumley 1 for 3 with an RBI single in his second at bat. Blake Judkins was your hitter of the game out of the 8th spot. He was 4 for 4 today with 4 RBI, including an RBI double in his final at bat. John Andrew Marchant went 1 for 4, also hit 2 hardline drives to center field that were both snagged. McAlester totaled up 14 total hits. There were 7 strikeouts again by Durant, no walks or hit by pitches, 2 McAlester errors, and that sends us into tomorrow's. McAlester wants to keep it going here and try to stay undefeated in 5A4. They do have, again, Bishop Kelly coming up next week. They also have Durant and Coweta to wrap up the district schedules. McAlester plays 1 less district opponent than they have the last few years, with East Central not having a baseball team but being listed in the 5A4 district. But again, the biggest thing you got to worry about is tomorrow, because now, although Glenpool is still searching for that first win of the year, they have had some games where they have lost by a margin like this, but then they've come back, and like Bishop Kelly last week, they ended up losing that game only 6-4. Lost a game to Durant only 2-1, and those are fellow guys that are with you in the top of the 5A4 standings right now. So if you let your guard down, this team is capable of coming back and putting you in the dirt tomorrow if you don't come out and play your best. So McAlester will look to do that, stay on point, and stay rolling in the win column. So, I'd like to thank our sponsors one final time: Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, WE Offered Propane, The Bank & A, Fenton Nissan, Wallace Properties, SNS Outdoor Services, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of McAlester, Aquaholic Septic and Excavation, Vickers Power Sports, Tandy Hill Furniture and Mattress, Lee Auto Sales, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air LLC, First Realty Inc., Mill Creek Carpet and Tile, and Kennedy Eye Care. I'm so ready to be back at home with you guys. Again, a big thank you to our board operator, Wyatt Hubbard, for his work this evening, and thank you, the listener, for spending your Monday night with us as well. One final time from the Glenpool High School baseball field in Glenpool, Oklahoma. It was the McAlester Buffaloes 19 and the Glenpool Warriors 0 in 5 innings of work. First pitch time today was 6:03. Final pitch time was 7:39 for a total game time of 1 hour and 36 minutes. Until tomorrow, when McAlester officially erases that 11-game road stretch, this is Brandon Green saying, Buffaloes win. And don't just have a great night. Have a Buffalo night, everybody. Night-night, Harper.